What happens when you start eating peanut butter every day? The answer might completely change how you think about this simple food. After more than 25 years in medicine, I've watched thousands of patients struggle with energy, weight, and heart health. And you know what I've noticed? The ones who make small, consistent changes often see the biggest results. But here's what surprised me. One of those changes is sitting in your pantry right now. Peanut butter. Not the sugar-loaded commercial kind, but real, natural peanut butter. And there's one effect it has on your cardiovascular system that even shocked researchers at Harvard Medical School. But what if I told you there's a simple way to protect your heart, boost your energy, and maintain your strength as you age? And it takes less than 30 seconds a day? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens inside your body when you eat peanut butter daily, why most people are buying the wrong kind, and how to use it correctly so you actually get the benefits. Stay tuned, because what you learn here could be one of the easiest health changes you ever make. Let's start with something most people completely miss. When you open that jar of peanut butter, you're not just getting a tasty spread. You're getting a concentrated dose of nutrients your body is probably crying out for. Think about this for a second. Maybe you've noticed you don't have the same energy you used to. You're tired by mid-afternoon. Your muscles feel weaker. Getting up from a chair takes more effort than it should. Here's what most people don't realize. These symptoms aren't just about getting older. They're often about what you're not eating. Your body needs specific minerals to function properly, and peanut butter delivers them naturally. Take copper, for example. Most people have never even thought about copper in their diet, but your body needs it to build strong connective tissue and keep your blood vessels healthy. Then there's phosphorus, absolutely critical for bone strength as you age, and manganese, which helps your body process cholesterol and carbohydrates efficiently. Without these minerals, your body starts breaking down. But here's where it gets really interesting. Peanut butter contains something called niacin. Now, I know that sounds technical, but niacin is basically fuel for your cells. It helps convert the food you eat into actual energy your body can use. Without enough of it, you feel tired, foggy, mentally drained. Just 2 tablespoons gives you a solid boost of this nutrient. And there's more. Thiamine, another B vitamin that keeps your nerves functioning properly and your muscles strong. Here's something that matters, especially if you've been feeling worn down. Are you getting enough iron? Most people over 50 aren't. Iron carries oxygen through your bloodstream. Without it, you feel exhausted, short of breath, like you're moving through mud. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter gives you about 5% of what you need daily. It's not going to solve severe anemia, but it's a natural, steady source your body can actually use. Now, here's what I see all the time in my practice. People over 45 start losing muscle mass. They don't feel as strong, stairs get harder, balance becomes an issue, and most of them have no idea it's connected to what they're eating. Your body needs protein to maintain muscle, not just to build it, but to keep what you already have. And as you age, that need actually goes up. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter gives you about 7 grams of protein. But here's what makes it special. It's complete protein, meaning you're getting all the amino acids your body can't make on its own. Think of amino acids like building blocks. Your body uses them to repair tissue, build new cells, recover from stress and exercise. Without enough protein, your body starts breaking down your own muscle for fuel. Researchers at the University of Toronto tracked people who ate peanut butter regularly versus those who didn't. The peanut butter group increased their muscle mass by 4% over the study period. The others didn't. Now, that might not sound huge, but when you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, maintaining muscle isn't just about strength. It's about balance. It's about staying independent. It's about not ending up in a hospital after a fall. If you're still with me, it means you're paying attention. And that tells me you care about staying strong. Good. Because what I'm about to show you next might change how you think about fat completely. For decades, we were told to avoid fat. Low fat everything. Fat-free labels plastered on every product. And you know what happened? Heart disease rates kept climbing. Because here's the truth. Not all fat is the same. The fat in peanut butter is actually the kind your heart needs. About 50% of the fat in peanut butter is monounsaturated. That's the type that helps lower bad cholesterol and supports healthy arteries. Your body doesn't just tolerate this fat. It uses it to protect you. These unsaturated fats help keep your cell membranes flexible. They reduce inflammation. They even help your body absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K, nutrients you can't process without fat. But here's what worries me. Some brands sneak in hydrogenated oils. These are fats that have been chemically altered to stay solid at room temperature. They keep the oil from separating in the jar, makes it look smooth and creamy. But inside your body, they raise bad cholesterol and increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. So when you're buying peanut butter, flip that jar around. Read the ingredients. The best ones have two things on the label: peanuts and salt. That's it. Are you checking labels when you shop? Most people don't. But this one habit could add years to your life. Now here's what actually works, and it's surprisingly simple. Every single day, your body is under attack from free radicals. These are unstable molecules that damage your cells, speed up aging, and increase your risk of everything from heart disease to cancer. You can't avoid them completely. They're created when your body breaks down food, when you're exposed to pollution, even when you're just breathing. But your body has a defense system, and peanut butter helps fuel it. Peanut butter contains powerful antioxidants like resveratrol and quercetin. You've probably heard of resveratrol. It's the same compound in red wine that gets all the attention. It fights inflammation and protects your blood vessels. Quercetin works differently. It helps stabilize cells and reduce oxidative stress, the kind of damage that leads to chronic disease over time. Let me tell you something important. The truth about carbohydrates and peanut butter isn't what most people think. If you've been watching your blood sugar, or if your doctors mentioned prediabetes, listen closely. 2 tablespoons contain about 10 grams of total carbohydrates. But here's the key. 5 of those grams are fiber. And fiber doesn't spike your blood sugar. It actually slows everything down. What does that mean in real terms? It means when you eat peanut butter, your blood sugar rises slowly and steadily, instead of spiking and crashing. No sudden energy surge, followed by that awful, sluggish feeling an hour later. Research shows that the protein and fat in peanut butter help slow digestion. Your body takes longer to break down the food, which means glucose enters your bloodstream gradually. That's exactly what you want. Every time your blood sugar spikes and crashes, it stresses your pancreas. Over time, that stress can lead to insulin resistance, the beginning of type 2 diabetes. Now here's where people get confused. They think, if it's good for blood sugar, does that mean it helps with weight? Here's what the research shows and what I've seen with my own patients. Peanut butter is calorie dense. 2 tablespoons pack about 190 calories. But when you eat it in moderation, it keeps you satisfied longer. You're less likely to reach for chips an hour later. You're not constantly thinking about your next meal. That's the power of monounsaturated fats and protein working together. They signal your brain that you're full. They slow down digestion. They give your body sustained energy without the crash. There's even a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that found something surprising. People who ate peanut butter regularly actually consumed fewer total calories throughout the day. Their bodies stayed satisfied longer. But here's the catch, and this is important. You can't just add peanut butter on top of everything you're already eating and expect to lose weight. It's about replacing less nutritious snacks with something that actually fuels your body. Are you using food as fuel or just filling a craving? That question matters more than people realize. Step 1. Choose the right peanut butter. Natural, with only peanuts and salt listed. No hydrogenated oils, no added sugars. Step 2. Measure your portion. 2 tablespoons. That's about the size of a golf ball, enough to give you all the benefits without overdoing the calories. Step 3. Time it right. I tell my patients to eat it when they need sustained energy, mid-morning before a workout, or even before bed if you struggle with late-night hunger. Here's a simple way to use it. Spread it on whole grain toast in the morning. The complex carbs from the bread plus the protein and fat from the peanut butter give you steady energy for hours. Mix a tablespoon into oatmeal for extra protein and creaminess. Add it to a smoothie with a banana and some spinach. Or, honestly, eat it straight off the spoon. There's nothing wrong with that. When you're at the store, look for jars where the oil has separated to the top. That's your sign nothing artificial was added. Just stir it back in when you get home. And here's a tip. Store natural peanut butter in the fridge after opening. It lasts longer and stays fresh. Now, let me tell you about something that could literally save your life. Heart disease is still the #1 killer in this country. And I'll be honest with you, it scares me how many people don't take it seriously until it's too late. But simple dietary changes can make a massive difference. And peanut butter is one of those changes. Peanut butter contains an amino acid called arginine. This compound helps relax your blood vessels, which lowers blood pressure and improves blood flow. Better flow means your heart doesn't have to work as hard. There's also tryptophan, another amino acid that reduces inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system. Inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of heart disease. You can't feel it, but it's silently damaging your arteries. And remember that resveratrol we talked about earlier? It does double duty for your heart. It lowers blood pressure and increases circulation to your heart muscle. That means more oxygen, better function, less strain. It's like giving your heart a break after years of working overtime. Then there's vitamin E. This powerful antioxidant prevents something called LDL oxidation. That's when bad cholesterol gets damaged and starts forming plaque inside your arteries. Vitamin E stops that process before it starts. Here's the stat that really grabbed my attention. Researchers at Harvard Medical School found that people who ate peanut butter at least 3 times per week reduced their risk of heart disease by 5%. Now, 5% might not sound huge, but when you're talking about the leading cause of death, every percentage point matters. That could be the difference between a long, healthy life and a sudden heart attack. And it's not just your heart. Research presented at the American Association for Cancer Research followed over 86,000 women for more than a decade. The women who ate peanut butter regularly had a 30% lower risk of breast cancer compared to those who didn't eat it at all. Why? It comes down to those antioxidants again, especially vitamin E. Vitamin E protects your cells from free radical damage, and when cells stay healthy, they're less likely to mutate into cancer. Here's a simple daily routine you can start today. Morning, spread 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter on whole grain toast or mix it into your oatmeal. Evening, if you need a snack before bed, have a tablespoon with some apple slices. The fiber from the apple plus the protein from the peanut butter keeps you satisfied all night. If you can't tolerate peanuts due to allergies, try almond butter instead. It offers similar benefits with a different nutrient profile. Now, some people ask me, what about supplements? Should I be taking vitamin E pills instead? Here's what I tell them. Whole foods are always better than isolated nutrients. When you eat peanut butter, you're getting vitamin E along with healthy fats that help your body absorb it. You're getting fiber, protein, and minerals all working together. A pill can't replicate that. The goal at your age isn't just to live longer, it's to live better, with independence, with dignity, with joy, with the energy to do the things you love, to play with your grandkids, to travel, to stay active, and it all starts with small choices you make every single day. Start small. Commit to eating 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter 3 times a week. That's it. Don't try to overhaul your entire diet at once. Just make this one simple change and see how you feel. If this was helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Because here's the thing, your health doesn't change from one video or one jar of peanut butter. It changes from small, consistent choices you make every single day, and I'm here to help you make those choices easier. So grab that jar, check the label, make sure it's the real stuff, and start using it in ways that actually fuel your body. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Mark Westfield, and I'll see you in the next one.